What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Ace Merriman, your modern mystic, and I was inspired to make this video because I want to see a better level, a better level of understanding, and I want to speak to the men. I want to be a inspiration to men to get your mind right. Um, I just think that a lot of men don't value themselves enough, and we show it in ways where we don't uh, we give ourselves freely. We just give ourselves away. We don't demand anything. It's been great that lately I've been seeing a lot more men standing up for their own preferences, their own standards. But the biggest thing that I would like to see from a lot more men is just the added value of your own seed. We as men carry the seed of life. No woman is getting pregnant without your seed, a man's seed. And what I've been seeing is because for so long, we've been just giving it so freely, it's made women feel entitled to it. Like, this man, he wants me, he's never gonna deny me because he needs what I have. And part of that is very true. But when you're a man on your purpose, and I always spout off about men getting on their purpose and being serious about their purpose, not letting anything stand in the way of you doing what God told you must do. So when you're on your purpose, you only have so much energy. And sex is a very, very, very big energy when it comes to being productive. So if you're out just giving it freely to anyone and everyone, as a man, when I say anyone and everyone, I mean like, oh dang, you want to have sex? Oh, you bad. All right, let's go. And also just the idea of not, there's a lot of guys who don't want to wear protection, so they're just giving their seed freely and leaving it up to the woman whether or not she takes care of having a pregnancy. And I just want to let men know, or at least give them the idea. This is the idea that I hold about my seed. My seeds are worth gold. Gold. There's no way. There's no way that I would give it to just any random woman. And then, not only that, not only your seed, but your sacred sexual energy. Because sex is literally a sacred energy exchange. And one of my biggest fears, and I didn't even realize this was a big fear until maybe a couple months ago, maybe 6 months, when I really got on my grind for a project that I was working on. My biggest fear was exchanging energies with a woman that I don't know anything about. And when you start diving into the world of spirituality and a person's energetic footprint, I think that's why it's so important to do your research. Go introduce yourself to a mother. That girl that you're interested in. Have you met her mother? Have you met her father? Because these are the energies that she comes from. And if you notice the red flags within those grown adults, those are buried within her. And if you have no idea about what this person's doing, what they're thinking, how they're feeling on a spiritual level, you're susceptible to exchanging with a person who has lots of demons. And you don't know how those demons can suck and siphon your energy away from you. And you're trying to do these big and bright things in the world, but you can't because your energy is being drained by a succubus. Women are the manifestation on earth of the feminine, which is they were made to be beautiful, be abundant. But they need that masculine energy to help do in this 3D plane, which is men. The masculine representation on this planet is men. We go out, we fight wars, we fight, we're so busy hands-on manipulating the earth. But now with this shift that's happening spiritually, it's the divine feminine basically is coming back on the planet. The planet was just so male dominated for so long, and now that feminine energy is starting to re-emerge. It's always been here, but it was covered up, so it's starting to re-emerge. And men have to get comfortable with sitting, breathing in, meditating, realizing who you are and what your value is, what value you brought to this planet. Women, they already in their feminine, so they've been mastering the masculine side, going out there, getting it done, doing, selfish, all about them. It's their turn for that. And it's our turn to embody that feminine energy. And I'm not saying dress in dresses and wear makeup. I'm talking about going internal and becoming who you were always meant to become. You're at your highest potential. Some men are just so busy doing, and they'll work themselves into an early death because they didn't sit down enough and receive. Maybe they should have quit that job, but they were so about doing, and this idea that a man is about doing, that they missed their boat to make a transition. Because the only way you can make a transition is being in the moment, being in the now. If you're a man that's always about doing, you don't spend a lot of time in the now, taking a deep breath like, because only in the moment can you really hear God speak. A man that's into doing all the time is definitely like, oh, I gotta go here, I gotta go there, I ain't got time to sit, I ain't got time to sleep and rest. But really, that's the heaven. Like, heaven is about being. We're always being. And I think if a lot more men take that message internally, you can become the best version of yourself. And as a man, that version of yourself is going to be a masculine person. But you know when to use your feminine energy and sit, listen, get your intuition spot on. You can hear things, you can feel things in the air. Those are gifts. Just a few of my gifts that I've been able to embrace. But I didn't want to make the video too long. I just want to tell men, value yourself. Value yourself. You are valuable. You are enough. You are valuable.